Emily, I think we're going to have to try every single food item on that website and just see how great it is. But with the also with the weather, with the warm weather coming around, we're going to want to spend a lot of time in the sun, but that does come with sun exposure. So I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to properly purchase and wear sunscreen.
With all of the sunscreen options out there, people are often left asking questions about what is best for their skin. Dermatologist Dr. Mary Louise Lenahan has some helpful advice.
The SPF number is sun protection factor. That means if it's an SPF 15, it'll take 15 times longer for you to get sunburn than if you had nothing on. Now, SPF 15 supposedly absorbs about 93% of the ultraviolet rays. An SPF 100 probably is 98, maybe 99%, but not even 100 SPF blocks out 100% of the ultraviolet light. Really, the only thing that blocks 100% would be something like zinc oxide that you see on the surfers in Australia, the white noses. So there's no light should be getting through there. But anything short of that, you're going to get some sunlight through there.
Dr. Lenahan, however, argues there's something more important than the SPF that everyone should be mindful of.
It's not so much the number as reapplying every couple hours. The FDA is now going to mandate on the new labeling when you're outside and being sun exposed.
And some families have concerns over chemical content in their sunscreens.
When you're choosing a sunscreen, you weigh the risk versus the benefits. I would prefer patients not to have chemicals applied to their skin, but when you think of what's the downside, if you're not wearing it, skin cancer. And melanomas are very rampant now. I see them all the time in my office. Basal cell carcinoma is the #1 cancer in the United States. At least 2 million cases will be discovered this year. So this is an epidemic.
Luckily for those who are chemically sensitive or conscious, there are plenty of natural zinc or mineral-based sunscreens that work just as well. Dr. Lenahan has just one last tip for people anxious to start their outdoor summer fun.
Everybody should plan ahead. Put your sunscreen on a half hour before you're going out for all your activities. Make sure you don't miss any areas.